We're the only one in this area that gets to do that, and that's going to be a great selling point.
And most of the Christian schools have been just like Calvary in the past. They've had the basketball, and a few of them have had baseball and softball and things like that, but none of them ever played football. Maybe somebody played 8-man for a little while. I don't remember. Some of them may have played the flag football league or something like that, but true 11-man high school football for a Christian school in the Columbus area is a new and unique thing, and it's got to feel good to be able to be the first ones here to do that.
Yeah, it is a tremendous honor.
Coach, do you know your schedule yet? Do you know who you're going to be playing, any teams that you can tell us about? And also, are you going to be playing any local teams of interest?
We will not be playing any local teams. Right now we have an 8-game schedule, and most of these teams are from the Atlanta area. We have 2 home games and 6 away games, so we got to do some traveling this year. Just one of the things about being a startup program, not many people want to drive down to Columbus to play a startup program, but so we're going to travel some. But we're going to start out the year on August 26th. We travel to Loganville, Georgia to play Loganville Christian Academy. And then on September 9th, we get our first ever home Calvary football game against a team that actually won the championship last year, Covenant Christian Academy, so hopefully we get some upset. Last year's state champion in our first home game.
I tell you what, you need to show the movie Facing the Giants that week before you play there, and so you get a taste of it. But where are you going to play your home games?
We're actually going to play at Britt David Park.
I read that was the good possibility where you're going to play, so you did nail that down.
I found out officially this week that we are going to play there.
Good deal. And that, for those of you who don't know where Britt David Park is, it's over behind the Airport Thruway Walmart. So right there where Pioneer Little League and all that is, the football field there will be the home field of the Calvary Knights. So, and continue on with the schedule. Tell us who else you got on the schedule.
Well, our next team is Unity Christian. They're out of Rome, Georgia. We will travel to their place on September 16th. Then we play Young Americans Christian School in Conyers. Our next game, our last 4 games of the season is actually our region. We're in a 5-team region. All right, we have New Creation Christian Academy out of Stockbridge, Life Christian Academy out of East Point, Holy Ground Baptist Academy will be traveling to Calvary. And we'll end of the season on October 28th, regular season, in McDonough against Creekside Christian Academy.
All right, so you got a full 8-game schedule, and those last 4 will be important. Hopefully you will get the kinks worked out, and by the time that region schedule rolls around, you'll be ready to maybe get some wins. Have you heard anything in any kind of scouting? Have you talked to anybody to indicate who on that schedule might be the team that you point to and say, we might be able to get a win here? Is anybody indicated that to you, or do you want to reveal that?
I can reveal it because when we did the scheduling, I actually talked to our last game of the season against Creekside Christian Academy. The coach actually joked to me. He said last year he played in 10 homecoming games because they're 0 in history. They've only been around for 2 years and they have yet to win a football game.
Okay. So that could be a grudge match.
Could be.
But hopefully you'll have a win under your belt before you get there to that last game of the season. But
because there's 5 teams in our region and 4 make the playoffs, so hopefully if we just beat one of them, we get to make the playoffs.
Yeah, one win gets you in the playoffs. So that's
a big goal for us this year.
Big goal. That would be outstanding. But I know it's been fun for you, and it's going to be fun for you. And I know the Butterflies will get bigger and bigger as the summer rolls through, getting toward that August startup date for practice. But I just want to tell you, we're proud to be able to add you to our coverage and in the game as far as a football program. We've covered Calvary in the magazine before, and we're proud to be able to add you in football and look forward to featuring some of your athletes in the magazine and maybe having some here on the show once you get started, and let your kids talk about what it's been like to be a part of a startup program.
Well, we'd be glad to do that.
Coach, tell us a little bit about your background. Where are you from? Where'd you go to high school and college? Did you play football? What sports did you play? And
I'm born and raised in Columbus. I graduated from Brookstone High School in 1999. Did play 4 years of high school. Then I got the honor to go to Rhodes College in Memphis, Tennessee. Played football and baseball up there.
What position did you play in football?
Defensive end.
Defensive end. That's what I played when I was in high school. So you are a local guy. You've been around here all your life. That's got to feel pretty good too, that you're a local guy getting to start this program in a school that's never had a program.
Right, it is, because I've heard of Calvary my whole life, and I knew that they didn't have a football team when I was in high school. So to get back and be able to start their program is, again, another honor.
So, Coach, how many years do you think it would take before you get Brookstone on the schedule?
Our ultimate goal is in the future to join the GHSA, and we can start playing Brookstone and Pacelli, just to really cut down on traveling. I mean, that is our ultimate goal.
That is a big factor in all of high school athletics right now is travel. So if you can do anything, and if you're able to join the GHSA and start playing at that level, you have some in-town teams right here close by that you can play without spending a lot of money for travel.
Right, and we think that'd be a great rival if we can add ourselves to those two schools.
Well, that's outstanding. Well, Coach, I just want to tell you thank you for coming out and taking the time to join us today and talk about your program and tell us about what's going on over there. We wish you the best in everything that you're doing. Hope that your spring practices continue to be great. And I guarantee you we're going to have you back on here again early in the fall and talk about it a little bit more. And hopefully we'll get you on after your first win so you can tell us all about it. All right?
Can't wait for that.
Hey, we're going to take a break right now. We'll be right back. We'll update you on the baseball that's going on in town, and hopefully we'll have some more special guests joining us in this second half hour of our show. This is In the Game High School Sports Magazine on 106.9 Rocks. And we are back at In the Game High School Sports Magazine, the radio show. And we have another special guest joining us. But before we get around to that, let me give you one more update. I just got the last update was 5 minutes ago from Chris White. It is Ringgold 8, Columbus High 5, and that should be somewhere around the 5th inning or 6th inning. So Columbus is getting late in that ball game. They're trying to make a comeback. Tyler Mathis got the first Columbus High hit of the game in the inning that they got up to got within 3 runs. It was 8-3, and they are now 8-5. So Columbus still fighting. And the last update that we have from Brookstone is that Brookstone is trailing. It was in the top of the 5th, the last update that came across, and they were trailing 10-9 in that game. So a dogfight still going on over there at Brookstone.
Wow, it's getting late, and I don't know who they have pitching now, but Joey Lewis is. I know they're trying to save their lefty Max Williams for the if game tomorrow, but they may have to bring him in.
Yeah, they may have to bring it. They got to do what they got to do to stay alive today. So that's that. We were talking about that a little bit ago. Coaches have to do what they have to do to stay alive, and then worry about the rest of it when it falls into place. But
that's right.
But one state championship has been decided already, and we have a special guest here. You may have read in the Ledger-Enquirer that the Glenwood girls softball team pulled off the old three-peat this year, and we have one of the players from that team, Olivia McLemore, joining us here in the studio. Olivia, thanks for coming out and joining us.
Thank you for letting me come.
It's got to feel great to get that 3rd state championship in a row. How cool is that?
Feels amazing.
And from what I read, the team was a little younger this year, and a lot of people weren't sure how they were going to react and whether you were going to be able to pull off another state championship, and lo and behold, you went and did it.
Yes, sir. We had a bunch of 8th graders on our team because last year we had 5 seniors graduate, and we thought it was going to be like a rebuilding year. And it turns out that we actually won, which was really good, and it felt great.
That's good. It's even better when people don't really expect you to, and you go over there and pull it off. That's good stuff. But and I know you've been in Montgomery today. Your baseball team is over there trying to do the same thing. They're trying to win their 3rd straight state championship, and we know they split their doubleheader today, and they'll play Pike Liberal Arts. The nemesis that's always been a thorn in everybody's side in AISA, but play tomorrow for the state championship. One game decides it all tomorrow, so we want to wish them good luck as well. But John and we wanted to have you in and give you guys some props for doing what you did and not let you get overshadowed by the baseball team, because what you've done is pretty outstanding to win 3 state championships in a row.
Yes, sir, it is. And I'm proud of all the girls on our team because at the beginning of the year, I told them, I was like, I'm not looking for y'all to be the best that we've always been. I'm looking for y'all just to give me a winning season and help me out with this, because me and Stephanie, and we're the 2 seniors, and we just wanted to go out with a bang. And they gave us their all. And Coach Purdue said right before the game that they're not 8th graders anymore. They're softball players just like me and Stephanie.
That's the way to do it. When you get that late in the season, you cease to be a class member. You're just a team member, and that's an outstanding way to look at it.
Stephanie, tell us about your pitching career. I was looking at some of the records, and you have quite a resume for pitching. You've let's see, this year you surpassed over 100 wins for your career, and you've been pitching for all 4 years. You've been a pitcher.
Yes, sir. I started in the 8th grade, so 5.
And so do you know how many wins you have? I have over 100 is what I saw, but it's that's a lot of wins, and you have 1,168 strikeouts, and apparently that's a school record, and it might be a state record. They're still trying to confirm that, but wow, that's overall. What's your overall record pitching? Do you know?
I have no idea.
Well, tell me about your success. I mean, how did you get into pitching, and how have you been so successful?
Well, when I was 8 years old, I played second base, and I just thought, well, let me try pitching because we didn't have that many pitchers. And so I've been pitching since I was 8, and that's 10 years. So 10 years of work should turn out for something, and it did. So that's what made me so happy about it. And I love pitching, and I like having control. And so I like being able to pitch and be a part of every single play in the game. Makes me feel good.
Wow. Well, how many pitches do you have? Fastball, curve? I mean, tell us about your different pitches.
I have fastball, a curve, a screw, a rise, drop, and drop curve, and a changeup.
What is that?
That's an arsenal.
Is that six pitches?
I think so.
So, what's your favorite pitch?
Curve.
How much can it break?
It usually throw it out of the middle. My coach tells me to throw it to the front of the plate, like in the inside, but it doesn't break fast enough. So I throw it in the middle, and it goes right over the outside of the plate.
How fast is your fastball?
64, 65.
Wow, you bring it then. That's bringing it. That's good stuff.
That is bringing it from, what is it? How far is it?
43 feet. Is that what you pitch from?
43.
So what are your plans after school? Are you going to play softball collegiately?
Yes, sir. I have a scholarship to Gulf Coast Community College.
Gulf Coast. That's a great place to play. Not only is it a good softball school, but it's in Panama City. How about that? So, what are you looking for? Do you have any future plans after Gulf Coast? Do you have somewhere picked out that you'd like to go from Gulf Coast?